Welcome to Echoes of Impact with Noura. I am your host, Noura Almasri. Welcome to today's show. We believe that everyone is capable of making an impact and changing the world around them. So we challenge limitation and uncover stories that inspire a greater impact for you around the world. This segment is sponsored by Noura's Books, and this is Save Taxes with Noura. We're going to talk about taxes since this is the end of the year, or well, the beginning of the year, right? Everyone now is talking about taxes and looking for ways to save in taxes. And when you do your taxes with the right professional, that's going to help you achieve your goal for the year. Because you just ended the year, and I'm sure a lot of you, if not all of you, have a financial goal for 2025. And if you don't have that financial goal yet, it's time to set it up. It's time to dream and have that dream on paper. And one of the ways to help you reach the dream is to really make sure you do not spend your money in taxes unnecessarily. I'm not saying you don't have to pay taxes. You must pay what you have to pay. But sometimes, and a lot of times, I've seen it a lot with a lot of clients who comes to me, they pay more than what they have to. They pay taxes that they could simply avoid by a simple strategy, that custom strategies just for them. An example of those strategies: saving for retirement, donation for nonprofits. Maybe if you have a business, hiring your kids if you have minor kids. Sometimes they might not be minor kids. You can still hire your adult kids. Like there's like a little difference there. But you can still, because especially if they are home and you are spending money on them, they're helping you and your business. And a lot of time, our kids helping us and our business. For example, my daughter did my website. My daughter did my social media, and she did a lot of technical stuff, especially when I started my business. And she still helps me from now and then. My son helped me um, talking about my business, like distributing flyers, letting people know about my business, like intentionally. He helped me sometimes with other stuff. So our kids help us, regardless if they are minor or adult kids. You can shift some income to pay your kids. Well, that's going to save you a lot more money when it comes to taxes. Other strategies is maybe having a specific account like a Roth IRA, for example. That's going to help your business or your money grow tax free. So you are not in partnership with the IRS on that specific account. There are so many different ways that's going to help you save in taxes. Sometimes you think you cannot hire a person to help you grow the business. But if you do the math, if you did the analysis, if you work with the right tax professionals that can advise you on how to do that, on how you to spend the money, you might find it that if you hire someone that they not only help you grow your business, but they are also helping you reduce your tax liability. So sometimes you have to spend the money. You choose if you want to spend it by hiring someone that's going to help you grow your business, or you want to spend it on taxes because you made so much money than expected. And maybe it's not so much as than expected, but that puts you on tax liability brackets. Don't you hear that people, they have a lot of money, they don't pay in taxes? They don't do tax evasion, which is like they don't hide money, because that's going to take them to jail. What they do is really managing their business as a business, hiring a tax professional who knows how to do tax strategies. And one thing I want you to make sure you understand, that having a tax analysis, having a tax strategies is totally, totally different than just having a tax return done. And even like when it comes to tax return, your tax professional can help you save a lot of money if they ask you enough questions to know what you have been doing, to know what really can save you and how can they save you, to know your goals, to understand your situation. And I know a lot of people are bothered by the questions. They don't like that their tax professionals asking them the question. But I tell you, be be worried if your tax professional do not ask you questions, and those questions can be in a questionnaire. They don't have to come talk to you and ask you those questions, because um, these questionnaires are for everyone. But if they find that they need to have more questions, they always ask you, because these questions identify to know that, hey, this is a way for me to understand your situation. So where can I save you money after facts? Because I understand the law as a tax professional, the tax law. So I know where can I save you money. I know what opportunities that there is available for you. While some tax professionals, they do not have that knowledge, and they just did not work on that knowledge, and they just do data entry a lot in the market, because simply tax industry is not regulated, so anyone can do taxes. Simply they do data entry. And this is when you price shopping, you will fall into those hands. To save few hundreds, you're gonna end up paying thousands of dollars, just to save a couple of hundred in the beginning. So you are the judge. You will have to make that decision. Do you want to get the best tax situation, tax position, or do you just want to save some hundreds when you're doing your taxes? That's your job, that's your responsibility. And let me give you a professional advice. Never try to hide money, income. You are supposed to report all the income, because if you don't, if that's committing fraud, and if you do fraud, one simple thing I'm going to tell you, that's one of the things that can take you to jail. But when you do tax planning, that is okay. You are using the tax law, and this is why the tax law is there. But be careful, who do you work with? Be careful not to do DIY when it comes to your taxes, because trust me, you will end up losing a lot of money. I have a lot of stories that I can share with you, and I can share with you later in uh, in different episodes on how and when you might be in trouble. Or also, I can share with you the stories of my clients who I saved them a lot of money. Let me remind you of the story. I don't remember if I mentioned it here in the show before. One family, they came to me last year, and when we finished their taxes, they found out they are getting more than $10,000 in return from federal alone. And they were surprised because they always pay. So, and they were really concerned because simply when they did it last year, or the prior year, they had to pay, and there's nothing has changed. Nothing has changed between the 2 years. So when I reviewed their prior year, I found out there was a lot of mistakes and a lot of opportunities their tax professional missed. So what we did the amendment for them. And this happened often. And when we did the amendments, they are getting more than $20,000 as a refund for the prior year. This happens often, simply because not a lot of people have a tax knowledge, and also not a lot of people are willing to take the time to really see your case and put themselves in your shoes and taking care of you the way they wanted to be taking care of themselves. Or if they are working with a professional, they would love for them to take care of them. So make sure you know who you are working with. And if you would like to work with my company, I would love to help you. So you can go ahead and book a time with my team at nourasbooks.com/contact, that nourasbooks.com/contact. And I can't wait to have you as a client and to help saving you money and prevent overpaying in taxes for you and your family. Now, I can't wait to speak to my guest today. We're going to talk about New Year, we're going to talk about personal branding and more. So stay with me. I can't wait to have my guest and have her share the knowledge with you. So stay here and we will be right back.